Yeah, got a gang member pulling in here. See who it is. He backed in. It's one of the Williamson County sheriffs. See if I recognize. No, he's all tattooed up. He's getting on the phone. Not sure who it is. I don't think I've met him. He doesn't have his body camera on. Any crimes today?
Overtime?
Any crimes today?
Every day.
Every day. Every day. All right. Job security, he said. See if I can get his name on the way out. He's going into Smoothie King. They just opened up. So I guess the deputies are going to go try and lay down the law in there and take over some new territory. We'll see. I'm going to roll a grit while I wait for him to come out. I'd imagine he's going to have to walk right by me again. So I'll try and meet him. He hasn't been tainted yet, maybe. You might know who I am, but I don't think I've met him before. Of course, if you've met one gang member, you've met them all. And the Williamson County gang is under extreme scrutiny. They're under a microscope because of a certain gang member, green pant wearing. You know, I didn't even notice if he had green pants on or not. Did he have green pants? Well, a certain green pant wearing tyrant threatening to throw me to the ground when I wasn't even 25 feet from him, trying to press on past, trying to press harder, press now, while he was engaged in tyrannical business against one of the people on April 20th at 11:04 p.m. in front of Taco Cabana. Maybe I'll see if I can press him into getting me the information that I need, that I want. So I can expose that tyrant. The pressure's been whipped up pretty high since a lot of deputies have refused to cross the Stinky Brown Line, like Deputy Copta, Deputy Garza, Deputy Pasaleg. That's P-A-S-S-A-I-L-A-I-G. Pasaleg. Chief Deputy Tim Ryle. think, oh, and Sergeant Huntley, they've all refused to give me the information that I've asked for. But maybe if I go about it the right way, this guy will be more congenial to the people and do the right thing. I'm on pins and needles just thinking about it. I hope he's not on lunch. Otherwise, that's going to be like 30 minutes or something. He's standing up on his phone, so I don't think he is. But patience is a virtue. So we'll see if we can score one for the people today. It's a new day. Seemed like he was in a good mood. It's really not that hard, you know, when you resist the will of the people. It just prolongs the pain, the suffering that they must go through in order to learn the natural order. Oh, here he comes. Yeah. Deputy, maybe you can help me out with something. I'm David, by the way.
I got full hands now.
Oh, all right. What's your name?
Trey. Nice to meet you.
Trey? Your last name?
Johnson.
Johnson. I've never filmed you before. I don't think, have I? Okay. Well, I film traffic stops sometimes, and I like to be complete in my record, you know. And there was one traffic stop where I was unable to get the name of the deputy that made the stop, and I was hoping, I have the time and the date, and I was hoping you could just pull it up on your computer and just tell me who made the stop.
Okay.
Would you do that for me?
Let me get this stuff out of my hands, and then
Sure.
we'll work with that. Okay.
Absolutely. You're awesome, deputy.
Is it a deputy or was it an
Yeah,
officer?
it was a deputy.
Do you know where
it was
at?
Yeah, it was at in front of Taco Cabana at 11:04 p.m. on April 20th.
April 20th?
Yeah.
Okay. Stay right here in front of my
Yeah,
car.
absolutely. Thanks, Johnson. Oh, he's getting out his notepad. This doesn't look good for the people. Wonder what he's writing down there. Oh, he's calling it in. His hat says Rogue, I think.
You said April 20th.
Yeah, at 11:04 p.m. approximately.
11:04 p.m.
That's not the exact moment he flipped on his lights, but
Okay.
it was like right about that in
Okay.
front of Taco Cabana.
Taco Cabana.
Yeah.
What's your name by chance?
It's David.
David? What's your last name?
I don't need to give that.
Well, it's going to be really hard for me to find April 20th at 11:04 and then find
I wasn't part of the
information.
stop.
Oh, okay.
I was just filming the stop. That's why I like to have my records complete. You know, I don't like to publish a stop without saying who it was. So I was hoping that you could just get on your computer and tell me who made the stop. That's all. I mean, to save me a trip from going down to the station, you know.
I can try to based off the very limited information.
Yeah, I mean, that should be enough, right? Because it was a traffic stop.
Right, but in front of the Taco Cabana at 11:04 on April 20th, approximately 11:04, it's going to take me a little bit to find that, okay? So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to find it. You know,
I would appreciate it. I mean, if you can't, you can't, but that's all I know.
Okay.
You know, I would really appreciate it.
Well, give me a second. Let me look in the computer,
absolutely.
okay?
Thank you. Yeah. I do know that he was wearing green pants, so he was either a SWAT team member or K9.
Okay. Kind of helps.
Yeah. I think he was tall, shaved head. I don't want to say black because he might not have been, but that might narrow it down for you. What's that?
Lighter skin like me?
It was at night. I think he was darker skinned than you, but he was definitely shaved head, tall.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
All right. Yeah, at least he's trying. It's the approach. The approach helps everything, you know? I think he found it, but he's still getting on the radio. Definitely trying. Gotta give him that. He's got a defaced flag on his dashboard. Looks like the blue line one, not the brown line one. But it's hard to tell from here. The logo says best of the best. They're getting pressed by the best right now. That's for sure.
Sure it wasn't on 320?
No, it was definitely 420.
Okay. So,
He might not have put it in as being in front of Taco Cabana.
that's okay.
I mean, there couldn't
Right now, when I looked up for any calls of that day, there was nothing reported for Williamson County in front of here.
If you don't give a ticket, does it not get reported or what?
No, normally every time we go on a call for service, like if even right now, I let them know that I was waved down, so I'm talking to a citizen. It'll let me know, or it'll tell dispatch that, hey, I'm out with this person, or hey, I've generated this call. So anytime, doesn't matter if we have a citation, a warning, a report, an arrest, or anything like that. It'll usually, as long as you rated it into dispatch, it'll document that we're out on a call or self-initiating some type of action. Does that make sense?
It does. That just raises great concern because I documented that on video, the time and the place, and if there's no record of it, now I'm wondering why there would be no record of a call.
Then I wouldn't be able to answer that question. Your best bet probably, and I know you say you don't want to, or you're trying to alleviate the having to go down there.
Right.
Your best bet was probably going to have to go down there and talk to them, or talk to either a supervisor or a detective or somebody, and figure out what's going on, pretty much. Because if you were contacted by one of us, it's not showing that we made any type of contacts here.
No, he didn't stop me.
Right, but if
well,
any type of contact
actually,
right here.
I mean, you really tried hard, and I appreciate that. But I'll let you know what happened. Is that I was leaving Starbucks. They closed at 11, and I know it was 4/20. It's a national holiday.
Right.
Okay, I'll never forget that day. When it's that day, I know it's that day.
Yeah.
And I was headed towards Taco Cabana to the exit, you know, and I had seen him flip on his lights right here on the frontage road, and then they pulled in front of Taco Cabana.
Okay. And it was Williamson County?
Yeah, it was Williamson County Deputy, green pants, right? Okay. And as I was approaching, I hadn't even gotten 25 feet away, and the deputy said he was going to throw me to the ground and take me to jail if I stepped up on him. Right? Well, clearly I'm not going to step on you. I've never stepped on anyone. So that's not really a clear order, but he said I had to stand over there being in front of Taco Cabana in the garden area.
Okay.
And I complied. Now, usually I wouldn't take that kind of abuse, but I really believed he was going to do that.
Okay.
And that's a threat of, well, it's a threat of great bodily death, you know, and or death, right, to me, because you guys are trained and you know what you're doing. And when I hear an officer say they're going to take me to the ground on pavement, I'm visioning a leg sweep / face in the pavement, and I don't need that. I'm nonviolent, you know. I'm no threat to you guys at all. I film and just do my commentary from a safe distance and in a safe place.
Okay.
And I would never stand like in the traffic area, you know. And each stop is different, and I gave him his leeway, and I complied. But I asked him if the parking lot was closed, and he said yes. And then cars proceeded to travel in between him and me. And so I knew that was a lie. And then, you know, still I'm thinking, well, maybe it's a felony stop. Maybe, you know, there's more to this. But it ended in 4 minutes. So I knew it wasn't a felony stop, and he never called for backup or anything.
Okay.
And then when, after the car left, I approached him and asked him for his name, and he said I needed to walk away from him.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you guys are supposed to identify yourself, and the stop was over. You know what I mean? And so that's why it's turned into this, where I'm having such a hard time finding his name. But I really didn't expect it not to be in the computer. That throws off all kinds of bells for me.
Well, here's the things, though. Like you said, if he made a stop here on the frontage road, what we do normally...
No, he stopped in the parking lot. Yeah.
But if he would have self-initiated, or if he would have clicked his button and said, you know, I'm in the 5,000 block of 35 frontage, I would have to go 5,000 block, 5,001, 5,002, 5,003, 5,004 in order to figure out where exactly did he, and at least I would have to, as a patrol deputy, to figure out what did he actually call out on. The addresses that I looked up, the call time frame that was in there, I looked up between 11 o'clock and 11:10 for you, so I expanded it out.
That's perfect, because it was started and ended in that very time.
So I put that there, and it didn't show any address pinging here. So I don't know, again, if he used a different address, if he self-initiated over there and then didn't stop the car till he was over here, and that's where they finally stopped. Like I don't know the totality of the circumstances, so I wouldn't be able to answer it to you, at least with the utensils I have here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what I would advise doing is, if you are concerned about the issue, just go to the sheriff's office. They'll be able to actually sit down with you and figure out exactly what you're looking for. They have more time as well, and they can sit there and go, okay, well, this is what he's looking for. This is the resources that they can use, which is more than what I have inside this chunk of metal.
Sure.
To figure out, to answer your question.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I just don't even know how to make sense of this at all now at this point. You know what I mean? It's just like alarm bells are just ringing off left and right. Like, did he not call it in? Did he? I mean, what was really going on there? You know what I mean?
I couldn't tell you.
I felt like I was detained, right, when I wasn't free to go, when I hadn't even stopped. So clearly, if I have to go to a specific spot, I'm not free to go. And that's the way I felt about it, was that I was detained, you know. So if you detain somebody, you should definitely call that in and make a report of it, obviously. You know, if you have contact, like you called this in even, you know.
I agree.
And you've been nothing but helpful, Johnson.
Johnson,
Yeah. What's your badge number?
Sorry. 13762 is my employee number. We don't really have badge numbers.
Yeah,
but it's the same thing.
13762. All right. And if you ever see me filming one of your stops, again, I'm no threat. I just film from a safe distance, you know.
Exactly. As long as you stay safe.
Yeah.
And stay within a respectful distance where you're not going to interfere with anything, then I'm okay with it.
I mean, it's my right. You know, it's my right.
Right.
But
well,
thank you very much. No, if all the deputies were like you, we'd be doing good. Are you SWAT or
yes,
K9? Okay.
SWAT. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That.
Green.
I mean, you can check out my site. It's called Press On YouTube.
I'm code 4. Check out your site. I'm sorry, she was talking to me.
Press On.
One more time.
Press On.
Press On.
On YouTube.
Like press on.
Yeah, 2 words. Okay. And when you do the search, there's 3. After you search Press On, there's 3 little lines in the top right-hand corner. Hit that and change the type to channel. That way you don't pull up rap songs and nail places because they'll come up before me.
Gotcha.
And you'll see what's going on with this. Some of your fellow green pant wearers like Pence and Bell.
Well, unfortunately, we wear different sizes of pants, so I couldn't tell you.
No, the
Some
green pants are
green pants too.
Oh, they do? I didn't know that. I thought it was just SWAT and.
Some of our detectives, they wear the green pants too. They wear the black polos and the green pants. It just depends.
Oh yeah, but the full greens
if it's
is
full
either
green,
SWAT or K9, right?
SWAT, K9, or interdiction. They have some people who do that too.
Interdiction? Like that's just all it's called is interdiction? What are they interdicting?
Well, they're detectives, but they basically do traffic stops up and down the highway. They do what all patrol do. They interdict crime in that specific area. Like I interdict crime when I do patrol. I'm basically looking to make sure everybody's okay and to stop stuff and do stuff like that. So
all right. Well,
it's all a form of interdiction.
Well, you started off great and you ended it great. We'll end this here, and hopefully every interaction, if I ever see you again, will be just like this.
All right. Well, if you have any concerns, don't hesitate. Go down to the sheriff's office.
Do you have a card?
I don't have a card with my name on it. It's just a generic card. You want one of those?
Well, do you have an email?
I have my just regular email. Yeah.
It's your name
for work purposes.
Yeah, because I mean, right now you're my hero on this department. I've met a lot. I've filmed over 300 stops in this town, and you're my hero. So if I need to contact somebody, I'd like it to be you at this point. So can you tell me your email?
It's just my first name last name @wilco.org. Trevon Johnson.
Oh, Trevon Johnson. All right, thank you.
Yeah, no
you
worries.
Have a great day.
Watch out.
Yep, you have a great day. Thank you. Yeah. Well, the plot thickens. Press on. Assemble forth. Legion about. Sound off. Pursue happiness with your life and your liberty. And for God's sakes, exercise your Fourth Amendment right not to be in your person. Yeah. Right?
Master by the name of Bates, smoking more than all 50 states combined. Yeah, right, I gotta stay on the grind. I got no money, so my weed's on my mind. I hit the club, but I can't dance. 7 and 7 in my cutoff chance. Tie that shirt and my long ass hair. What part of how I look makes you think I